Northern Canada is home to some of the most remote and rugged terrain anywhere on Earth, as well as some of the most beautiful mountains in the entire world. These are the MacKenzie Mountains. The MacKenzie Mountains are a northern extension of the Rocky Mountains that run for roughly 500 miles or 800 kilometers southeast to northwest along the border of the Northwest Territories and the Yukon Territory. Interestingly, the MacKenzie Mountains are home to the highest point in each territory. The highest point in the range is Keel Peak. Standing at an elevation of 9,685 feet, or 2,952 meters, Keel Peak is the highest point in the Yukon Territory and the highest point that far north in all of Canada. It's also one of the most isolated mountains in all of North America. The second highest point in the MacKenzie Mountains, Mount Nirvana, is located roughly 140 miles or 225 kilometers southeast of Keel Peak. Rising to 9,098 feet or 2,773 meters, Mount Nirvana is the highest point in all of the Northwest Territories. But despite being the highest points in the range, neither Keel Peak nor Mount Nirvana are the most notable peaks in the MacKenzie Mountains. That honor likely goes to the Cirque of the Unclimbables, which is a cluster of high peaks and big walls located within Nahanni National Park. This group of peaks got their name in 1955, when mountaineer Arnold Wexler discovered them and tried to climb them but was turned away by their sheer granite walls. Despite their name, many of the peaks have been climbed since they were first discovered by Wexler roughly 70 years ago, and today, the most sought-after climb in all of the Cirque of the Unclimbables is the Lotus Flower Tower. Lotus Flower Tower is most famous for its sheer southeast face, which rises 2,200 feet or 800 meters straight out of the meadows below, and has been called one of the most aesthetically beautiful rock faces in the world. But while the Cirque of the Unclimbables now attracts hardcore climbers from around the world, this area, as well as the rest of the MacKenzie Mountains, remains incredibly remote. In fact, there are only 2 unimproved roads that access the entire range, which covers an area larger than the country of Poland. But if you do make the effort required to get there, then you'll be treated to some of the most beautiful scenery not only in Canada, but in the entire world. Have you ever heard of the MacKenzie Mountains? Let me know in the comments and let me know what you'd like to see next.